This video brought to you by our Patreons. Please consider supporting this channel and joining our Patreons at patreon.com/NovaWing24. Hi there folks, my name is NovaWing24 and welcome to I don't really know what this is going to be. I don't know if this is going to be a review, a walkthrough, a preview. I don't know. So this is Mýrdalssandur. I've absolutely certain I've got that wrong. Something starting with an M. Iceland. So this is something that I reported on in my weekly news video last week, last week or maybe the week before, by the time this actually gets to you guys to see it. And it's an interesting freeware title that's popped out, and I was curious because it's very quiet about what it is. Like, literally, there's nothing about it. It just says, come and enjoy Iceland. And I'm like, okay, alright, let's see what this is like. So, here we are. Now, I am not in VR. So it's an interesting thing that I did point out. So it's the base title is free, but if you want to use VR in it, you have to pay for it. So, a little bit weird. Anyway, either way, I don't have a VR headset, so I'm just doing this on a normal flat screen. So let's figure out what it is. Okay, so literally just joined in, and I've got to admit that in terms of like visuals, it's pretty cool. So look, he's probably looking at a very hazy day. You can see a bit of precipitation coming through, some interesting light changes happening as we walk through here. Everything's very crisp, the details. So this feels open world, but at the same time on rails. So can we go? No. Okay. So it is on rails. So okay, no space to jump. Okay. So it looks like we've got a title that it sort of seems to guide you. Okay. All right. Again, can't really go off too far off of the beaten path. Yeah, sort of the invisible walls there. Okay. Alright, let's try and stick to the path at the moment. Grey, very... Literally, the soundtrack's kind of cool. Very... Yeah, I was just trying to think of what it reminds me of, and I think it actually reminds me of the Surviving Mars soundtrack, actually, is what it reminds me of. Okay, so we do have some sound effects as we're walking through the water. We're splashing around through the water, so okay, there's that. Now, how far off the beaten path can we get? I don't know, what does the path feel like to you guys? Okay. That's a bit of an issue with the water-land blend. That's sort of not really working for me. Alright. So at the moment, I'm just sort of using mouse to look around and just to WASD to walk around. Basic at the moment. Okay. Do we go up here, or do we go further along the beach? I don't know. Let's explore through here. Oh, okay. So apparently enter brings up the menu. Okay, that's cool. Video settings. Cameras. Okay. Alright, come on. definitely, as I said, I didn't know what to make of this title, and as I said, so I wanted to sort of maybe show my first experiences with you guys. Have a look at it together. See, I feel, isn't it, it's just... Can we explore down this path? As a technology demonstrator of what the Unreal Engine can do, it's pretty awesome, I'll give it that. A lot of like real-time shadowing going on here. The way the sort of sun's going through the mists. Very claustrophobic, actually, in a way. Yeah. Really picturesque. Oh, hello? Hello? Camera. Okay. Raise the lower camera is space or A, left photo, left click or right button. Mouse wheel, left trigger, right trigger for adjusting focus, and depth of field, middle button. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it's been a hot minute since I've done any manual DS. I actually used to work as a sort of semi-professional photographer a long time ago. It's been a long time since I've done any photographic work though. Okay. Oh, I really like the camera shake that's sort of going with the breathing as well. I really like that. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, I really like, that's a neat little factor. That's cool. Okay, alright. I like so far. And so that's just... This is like a little camera bag that was left on the ground there. That's cool. So, I'm guessing there is a plot to this? Maybe? So it seems to not be a full sandbox, you know, sort of not a full open world. It's still on rails of some description. Obviously that pathway was there to sort of encourage us to come this way. Now can we go off this path? No, okay. I guess that's where it's a little weird, this one already, is that it seems to guide you down sort of other paths and then doesn't. Still though. I wonder if you can get above this cloud layer. Yeah, a lot of volcanoes in Iceland, so maybe. Oh wow. I wonder how you look at the photos that you take. Maybe you've got to develop the film. I don't know. Maybe it's still back in the days of 35mm film. I don't know. But I've got to admit that as an Unreal Engine demonstrator, not too bad. It's kind of cool. So apparently the developer for this is not the first environment they've created. They've created several others previously, and they're a bit of a sort of have a bit of fun with it, and it's sort of interesting. As I said, I don't really know what the point of this game is, except maybe just to maybe it's a bit of a commentary about life, maybe, but it's all about having your own discovery journey or something, maybe. Okay, so we're back down to the sea again. I don't know, is it sea or maybe it's like one of the lakes here in Iceland? I think that water is probably the only sort of issue I've got so far. The way that splashes water's got it going through as water moves through the landscape. Oh, did we get stuck? Awkward. We got stuck. That's awkward. How do we get out of here now? Oh wait, okay, there we go. I guess that's the problem of putting invisible barriers up sometimes, especially on terrain features. You can get stuck. Okay, where do we go up this path? Okay, I'm guessing no, we're not supposed to go this way. Okay, so I wonder where we go to next. Nope, not that way. Oh, what's that? I guess the thing I'm I get distracted very easily on tangents, so maybe that's maybe this is perhaps not the best title for me to be playing doing, because I do get distracted by tangents every now and again. That's beautiful texturing. I will admit that the texturing is pretty good. It's pretty amazing, actually. Alright, what have we got here? This doesn't seem to activate anything. Or maybe we're supposed to take a picture of it and that helps something? Nope. Okay, the way that that's natively changing the depth of field, that's really actually impressive. Okay, but this maybe tells us an idea of where we have to go looking. Places of interest, perhaps, that we're supposed to look for? Okay, so well, hang on a minute. So that's where we came in, that's where we started. Okay. Alright, we've got anything over here? Alright, maybe we'll try walking over this way. Okay, apparently, don't go that way. Okay. Uh, apparently we are not supposed to go that way. Right, okay. Very atmospheric, and as I said before, I really like the soundtrack. I definitely think this is sort of a technology demonstrator of, you know, this is what the Unreal Engine is capable of when it's, you know, optimized or done correctly. A little quirky. Oh, I believe that is the rock that we saw at the visitors book. I wonder if there's like an achievement you're supposed to do to be able to get get some sort of in-game reward maybe when you match the photo that's on the visitors board there maybe. Okay, I feel like is that and are we now back where we started? Maybe? I feel this may be one of those titles where you can get very lost because obviously there's no map. You potentially could get very, very lost. I like how you have the squishing, sort of squelching as you're walking through the water, and you slow down as well when you're actually through the water, and then when you cross into the water, it slows down, and you cross onto the land, you speed up, and then slow down again when you're in the water again. That's a nice, subtle, important touch. It's kind of cool. Okay, I think this will take us back up to where we started, I think. Kinda looks familiar. Actually, this soundtrack reminds me of Marconi Union, actually, is what this soundtrack reminds me of. Yeah, this looks like where we started. I still have no idea how we view pictures. Go out, we'll explore this way. Not sure how much further we can go. No, that's it. Okay. Let's have a look here. Can we... Okay, so we do... So we fast travel to where... Go to photo board. Okay, so basically it's sort of... Get those ones there and then... So we can't actually see our photos, but it will, if you take a photo near one of those points on the board, it'll actually allow you to sort of fast travel there. Okay. Oh, and you go back, yeah, you actually go back to the moment when you took the photo. That's kind of cool. Okay, alright, okay, alright. Kind of weird, kind of cool. Well, I think that's kind of it. As I said, like, there's not much to it, but I think it's kind of awesome as a tech demonstrator, especially as a free one. Don't know whether I would sort of spend the money on the VR version, because I don't see how much extra stuff. I think maybe the experience might be a bit better, but I don't see... It's kind of one of those things where I maybe don't see the value of paying the money to get the VR version experience, but at the same time, it's kind of like, it's still a neat little... As I say, this feels like a technology demonstrator, is what it feels like to me. This feels like something that you go to, you know, E3 and you see, look, this is what the latest version of the Unreal Engine can do. That's what this feels like to me. It doesn't sort of really feel so much like anything other than that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I just want to quickly check over here. I thought I spied what's something over there. Let's see if we can get up there. Maybe it was just the way the rocks have been modelled. I thought it was like a shrine or something up there, but yeah. Now, I have no idea if this is actually an actual part of Iceland that's been modelled, or whether this is... Oh, okay, we're back where we got the camera gear from. Okay. Okay, so it's a fairly small thing. Literally, we've probably just seen it all in the last few minutes, so there you go. Look, I think it's kind of cool, as I said, as a technology demonstrator. It's pretty cool, it's pretty fun. But I think that, you know, once you sort of experience it, I actually honestly think that probably the best thing that you might get out of this, guys, is you might get the soundtrack out of it. Because it's interesting because it has a Spotify link on the soundtrack as well. You can do that. So, yeah, there you go. So I guess this has been my first impressions review, everything about this. Maybe give it a go, just to see what's possible. And if you want a little bit of a 5-minute adventure of just enjoying some soothing, relaxing music and some sort of grey but very beautiful parts of the Icelandic scenery, then yeah, maybe this might be worth a 5-minute download on Steam. So yeah, as far as a walking sim goes, not too bad, can't complain. Alrighty, so that's been my whatever this was of Mýrdalssandur, Iceland. There you go. Hopefully I got that right. Anyway, so probably the one thing I will say is that just as we round out there, when you say quit, you can actually see MacLeod's. He's actually got this really cool sort of splash screen at the end of his as you quit the game, where you can actually sort of you can actually see the soundtrack exposed. You can actually sort of choose one of these as you go later. So it actually does. There you go. It does actually record the film. The SLR pictures that you take, it does put them in a screenshot folder anyway, so you can open that. You also get the soundtrack, and also he does have links to his other environments, which he's got available, which are also free. I think some of them are free. I think Japan might be a payware one, and his other links as well. So kind of cool as a artist. Kind of cool, kind of awesome. All done with Unreal. There you go. Alright folks, thanks very much for joining me. Don't forget as always to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these videos and want to see more. And of course as always you can catch up with me and all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, stay skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.